June is Internet Safety Month, and according to the FBI, internet fraud for people 60 and older totaled nearly $5 billion in losses for 2024. So Cox Communications has partnered with Ishan Abraham, founder, and Logan Yeager of TechBud to offer tips for seniors to stay safe online. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Well, it's great to be talking with you. You know, we're seeing more and more scams. They're getting really believable as well these days. So tell us a little bit about TechBud and what you guys are doing.
Yeah, for sure. So I started TechBud in 2022 when I was a freshman in high school, and my friend Logan over here joined last year when we were both sophomores. Our main goal is to help senior adults with avoiding scams because we feel that it's such a big necessity and it's such a big need, especially with the senior community. So we figure that we can help with that.
Definitely. You know, what are maybe some steps that seniors and really the rest of us can take when it comes to safety online?
Yeah, for sure. So the number one tip I would recommend is password protection. So making an essential strong password is really key in order to have a safe account. So some tips I would recommend are having a password that is longer than 10 characters, incorporate capital letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters, as that is essential to have a safe account. The other thing I would do is set up two-factor authentication. So for those of you who don't know what that is, two-factor authentication is another step. It's kind of like a security blanket over your account. So even if a hacker finds your password, your account will still be safe.
Yeah, that's really great advice. Now, when it comes to scams, there is emails, text messages. I mean, there's all sorts of things going on right now. What are maybe some of those terms too, and an easy way for people to know what phishing is, and maybe what are some easy tips to check whether those emails are really legit or not? Because like I said, I feel like they're getting better and better at these scams here.
Absolutely. So phishing is a very easy way for hackers to get information. I like to refer to as fly fishing. Use a little bait. You just hit the water multiple times, just wait for a fish to catch, or in this case, a person. And it's mostly through emails, texts, and they pose as banks, family members, local businesses. And the biggest way to stay safe against those is set verify. If it's an email from a bank, call the bank, make sure, hey, is this real? If it's a family member, call a family member. If it's a local business and like, hey, you won this award, just verify, call the business, make sure that it is fake, or it is real in that case, and just make sure you're not going to get scammed.
Yeah, just definitely triple checking those 100%. Things. Now, I mentioned emails, text messages. Social media is also another big one that's happening. What are some ways that we can stay protected when we're on social media?
Absolutely. So social media is like the dangerous one because you feel safe. You're like, oh, I'm going to post everything about my life, which you shouldn't. Especially when you're on vacation, because you're going to be like, oh, I'm in Hawaii. Like, I'm going to show the entire world, hey, I'm gone with my entire family. And nobody's at your house. Everybody's going to know nobody's at your house. They can just go into your house, rob your house. Stuff like that happens. There's also like these quizzes that are on there as well, where they'll be like, take this quiz, see like what your personality is. Send your email, phone number, and they'll just sell that information as well. And the same thing as well with the phishing. There are going to be DMs like, hey, you just won this, or hey, I'm with this company. I'd love to help here. Just verify, always secondhand verify.
Definitely. You know, in a recent Cox survey, it was 73% of parents admitted that their kids are very savvy at hiding online activity. So even for parents, what is some advice that you guys might have to help their kids stay safe online?
Yeah, for sure. So although we mainly help with seniors, we are geared to help anybody who needs tech help, and that includes children and their parents. So my number one tip would be just be honest with your kids about, just have an honest conversation about social media, especially as they're going to become teenagers, or if they already are teenagers. Social media is going to be a big presence in their lives, so it's important to have the conversation with them to be safe on it and know what to do. So I would recommend, if you're not a teenager and you're allowing your kid to use social media, just set a good screen time and have a parent monitor the account so you know that whatever they're looking at is safe. And if they are a teenager, just give them them their own personal space, but also check in on them to make sure that they're going to be okay, because you don't want to infringe on their private lives, but you also want to make sure that they stay safe, as that is the #1 most important thing.
Yeah.
So just be honest with them and have a conversation with them.
Great. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You've really given some valuable insight. To learn more about the TechBud mission and information about how they can help you or anyone else with their online experiences and safety, visit techbud.org.